So, before we had Marvel Rivals and Concord and a bunch of other hero shooters, we had Overwatch. Now, Overwatch is made by Activision Blizzard. And I know, right now they're icky, okay? Like, we don't like Blizzard. But back in the day, when Blizzard was, not persona non grata, Overwatch was the tits. It was something brand new. We'd never really seen anything like it. People loved it. They loved the cinematics. They loved the characters. They loved the game. And it became an immense success, massively popular. So much so that this game, which used to be Overwatch 2, got renamed back to Overwatch. Like, Blizzard's fuck-ups aside, part of the reason why this game was so successful was because the characters were so good. And the characters were in fact so good that they fucking spawned their own fucking phenomena with like the SFM animations, to the point that people were ripping models from the game and using them to make the and Blizzard was like, please stop doing that. Obviously it didn't stop. And in fact, I think it was like the main thing that kept Overwatch relevant in those few years where Overwatch 2 was kind of a mess. But recently, there's been a bit of a resurgence. They've started to, like, clean their act up, added new characters. This illustration, it's giving me Marvel Rivals envy a little bit, but you have to remember that Overwatch came first. So we're gonna look at the original character roster, and then make our way through it, bit by bit, and talk about the designs, talk about what made them so memorable, what made them so good, and for the new ones, do they still hold up? So let's begin.
Cheers, love! The cavalry's here!
Alright, the first one we got is Baby Girl. Now, Tracer, I have seen this woman, who is a canon lesbian, take more dick than I'd like to count. For some reason, this is the one character whose sexuality is never fucking respected. And she was like the first character that a lot of people saw when Overwatch first became a thing.
Don't worry, loves. Cavalry's here.
And the first thing I saw about her that I liked is that the art style was very reminiscent of a 3D version of the Disney art style. Disney 2D art style, the way that they used to draw like Disney princesses, all that jazz, I think that the OG Overwatch had. In fact, people used to call Blizzard the Pixar of video games because their cinematics were so well made. So this is what Tracer used to look like in the first Overwatch game. I will say, the straps on the bahonki do a lot to the bahonki. It's like they got rid of those and they nerfed her ass. The new one, it's like she still has a nice booty, but like without the straps, what are we doing? Now Tracer I love because she's a very spunky, very vibrant character. Tracer, I don't really remember her lore pretty well, but I know she has to wear that thing on her chest or she, like, disappears. The thing I like, though, is that it's super athletic, incredibly sporty. I love the, like, sports leggings, the pilot jacket, the cool armor that matches the armor on her chest, her goggles. Like, she's super fast, and you can tell at a glance she's super fucking fast. Like, that's her thing. Like, the name of the game is Speed for Tracer. And I love the harness that she's wearing, because not only does it accentuate the bottom, but it also helps keep, like, the harness she's wearing for that thing on her chest in place. So it's one of those things that I say, this is sexy, but it has a practical purpose, so I like it a lot. I also really like the lace-ups on the sides of her tracksuit. They add a nice little pop of contrast to, like, that very warm-toned orange and yellow, which helps it tie together with, like, the more, very warm, but, like, less saturated shades on top. Very, very cute. Love the goggles. I also really like that she has short hair. I think that it suits her quite a bit. For a character that fast, you don't want hair flying behind you. It will get stuck on something a billion%, you know? And let's see the one for the new one. Now, the main changes I see here is that we got rid of the harnesses on her legs, which I already don't like. This looks more like Tracer going to the gym than someone who's wearing a device strapped to her body that has to, like, she has to wear it and she fucking dies, right? I don't know why you would get rid of the leg bits. It makes it feel a little bit more insecure. She still has the pilot jacket, but it's lacking a little bit of that pop. It's still a good design, mind you. But the thing I don't like is, why are the ankles exposed? I really liked it when the orange pants went all the way down to, like, her legs, chat. Like, the sneakers now are better. I love the little blue accent. It was sorely missing from the originals. Like, the originals were, like, kind of yee-yee. But I don't like that the pants don't go all the way down. Like, we're going to Pilates instead of going to, like, save the world or whatever that she's doing. That and getting rid of those, like, very specific accents on her legs, it did kind of take a little bit of the oomph away from the silhouette for me. Which, again, it's not a bad design, but I do think that the harnesses she used to have were much better. She is the poster girl, was the poster girl. Like, from the waist up, she looks great. I love that her freckles are visible now. I think she looks really cute. Her facial features are adorable. But I will say that I'm a little bit more attached to the original Overwatch design. The first one feels more like a hero, and the second one, for some reason, does not. I don't know exactly why. I try to put my finger on it, but I don't quite get the same heroic vibe. There's a bit less fantasy in this. There's a little bit less of, like, that sci-fi flair that Overwatch was very known for.
She was test piloting a fighter jet with an experimental teleportation device, but something went wrong, and she got dislodged from time. The device she wears is an anchor that prevents her from disappearing.
Yeah, I think Winston made it. Thank you.
But I'm already Tracer.
Wait, no, bad. Oh, I love that, though. See? She's so expressive. It just looks super fun with, like, the leg straps. It adds a lot to the design, I think. We don't... But yeah, Tracer's super fucking fun and very, very cute. So I definitely love this character, but I prefer the OG version. Oh, shit! That's rad! You know what else is rad? Gamer subs! Do you want energy? Do you want to be able to fight 20 people as one man? May I recommend trying out gamer subs? Yeah, fucking energy for days, baby! Laser focus, dodge, dodge, and you will exude pink fire if you get too excited. And it's pink because he used fucking code KinkyMation at checkout. 10% off, remember that. Ton of energy. And if you don't want energy because caffeine is spooky scary, they got you, baby boo. Caffeine-free flavors, sugar-free. Become a man. Be like a dragon. Be like Kiryu. Boom. Chill over.
Death walks among you.
Oh, Reaper. I think that if there was ever, like, a better representation for, like, the Grim Reaper in sci-fi, I think that he's it. He's so edgy, though. Like, he's out the edge. It's like Ghostface if we actually took him seriously, you know? I love the guns on this dude so much. They're so fucking cool. Like, he's just ooky spooky. The mask kind of looks like a bird skull. I love it. Now, the Overwatch Classic one I think is pretty neat because it's, like, armored, but it looks like it's armored with carbon fiber. Something really light, but very durable. The coat is super cool and super shiny. Very, very nicely silhouetted. I don't know if the thing that's, like, sticking to his, like, elbows is his actual skin or not, because I think... Wait, I thought that he was, like, darker skinned. He's white? Like, he was Mexican, right? He's literally called Reyes. Yeah, he's Latino, right? Wait, you can't be white and Mexican? Bitch. But I like it a lot, because it's, like, definitely, like, Overwatch Punisher, combat ready. I love the fucking rounds on his belt. Really, really cool, like, carbon fiber armor. Great jacket, great silhouette. Like, the bird owl mask is bomb.com. I just genuinely love the way that they made him super fucking menacing looking in this. Like, even, like, the fake spine on the jacket looks super cool. Gloves are really dope. And it's a really great use of color because it's just, like, silver, black, and red, and that's it. Nothing else. You don't need anything super fancy. And I think it really, really does suit him. A character that's, like, silence, death, super edgy. The guy's gonna come for your wig and you know it, right? So that's Overwatch Classic. Let's see the new one. I must say I do see some remarkable improvement in this. While I don't like that we've shrunken his bullets a little bit, because that was like a really big pop on the OG design, I like what they've done with the silhouette in general. It looks a lot cleaner. I like the poofy pants. I like the bigger leg armor. I like the different color and contrast details on the guns, because I think that definitely makes it stand out more. The addition of big pauldrons and, like, slimming down the spine on the back is a really, really nice touch. Not to mention making him, like, fully sleeved, but make it armor. It looks bomb.com, chat. It looks really, really cool. Also, the mask has a little bit less wear and tear to it now. It looks a little bit more metallic. Like, the Overwatch Classic mask was, like, bone-colored, right? Which looks pretty cool, but I think that, like, in terms of making it cohesive, the new one fits, like, that silver, red, and black so much better. I think that he looks phenomenal in the new one. This one, for me, is a remarkable improvement. It's way more armored than what it used to be, and it looks more sci-fi than what it used to be, which I love. Because Overwatch setting is, like, absurdly sci-fi. You guys have no idea. Gay edgy slayer. Is this one gay, or is everybody just gonna tell me that every single character in this game is gay? Because I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
This was not the plan.
I don't know, man. Seems kinda gay to me.
With the exception of Tracer, which was revealed in a cute, well-made Christmas comic.
I do remember that.
Blizzard actually just broke the glass anytime they had a controversy. They threw out a short story that confirmed a character was gay.
Oh god, yeah,
even
you're right.
autistic
And that's
in
why
one
I don't trust them at all, because they were really disingenuous about it. Like, whenever Blizzard got to, it was like, someone stole the breast milk. Look, Reaper's gay. It's like Disney saying, the first openly gay character, whenever their movies are flopping up at the box office. Alright, so the next one. The ass of the ages!
No one can hide from my sight.
Glory be to one of the most apparently annoying characters to play, but the ass of the ages. Where did you get the Rumi braid, my guy? I love Widowmaker. She's like fucking angry French woman who happens to be purple for like no good reason, has a fat dumpy, and is apparently very difficult to play. I love the spider theming of this character, even if it's super, super subtle. So sexy. If you look at her face, like, compared to, like, Tracer, right? She has, like, a much longer nose. It's way sharper features. Her eyes are more narrowed, and she has, like, thinner brows. So she looks like... People used to ship this shit with Tracer all the time, by the way. Before we found out Tracer was gay, because, like, they had good banter. Widowmaker just has a sharper face overall, which I think really suits the more stern vibes of the character. People saying that, like, Blizzard has same face syndrome, no, they don't. Like, okay, no, they don't. Their changes are subtle, but they're there. And again, love the goggles, because I love that spider motif so much. Now, let's see the OG Overwatch skin. Mama, like... okay, like, can we all agree that the OG Overwatch skin was serving pure skin-tight suit? All of them almost cleavage down almost to the belly button. Doesn't matter if she doesn't have big tits, because, like, it's still sexy as shit. Shiny. Little armored bits that highlight the body. Leggings that actually use the legs' musculature. And then... I just want to put my face in it! Also, this open back suit and this spider on it, like, oh, gag. I also think I prefer the super high pony to the Rumi braid, because it just kind of suits the sniper nature to put your hair up really fast and shoot, as opposed to, like, braid it elaborately, you know? I love the fact that since she's a ranged unit, she's a sniper, she doesn't have a lot of armor, it's just pure bodysuit. The bits of armor that she has are on the arms, on the shoulder, because recoil, right? And on the legs. She looks like she moves so well. Like, I'm sorry, this woman looks like she will bounce on it day-o until the sun rises, because she has a lot of cushion. I'm sorry, chat, I'm sorry, speak the truth! Couple that with a beautiful, cool-toned color scheme and just the spider motifs everywhere, and you hit the trifecta, because, like, the lines on her leggings, not only do they emulate musculature, but they also emulate spider webs. So it fits the vibe really, 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 really well. I do love the original design for Widowmaker so much. So let's see the new one. Okay. Okay. I will say that the new skin has a lot more polished. A lot more in terms of, like, making her look a bit more armored, and just kind of, like, fitting into, like, the sense of Overwatch better than the other one. But it's still sexy, but it's lacking that raw sex appeal from the other one. The ass is still yeah! Oh, the ass is better in this one. I like the use of color better in this one, and I do like the way that it frames her body, but I do miss that raw sex appeal from the OG, if that makes sense. And I do very much prefer the sleek hair than, like, the very elaborate braid. I think it suits her better. I do like what they did with the shape for this, and I do like that the colors are a little bit more cohesive. Like, we still have the shiny pink bodysuit, there's still purple accents everywhere, but in this one, the outfit isn't competing with her skin color, if that makes sense. The OG Overwatch was a little bit too much purple, to the point that her skin kind of, like, was dulled a little by how much the suit stood out. I also like that her goggles are segmented in the new one, because it feels a lot more spidery, if that makes sense. But yeah, like, Widowmaker to me has been one of my favorite designs, like, more than others, like Mercy and shit, because it's just so, it's so much raw sexuality and such a baddie rolled together into one character with a giant ass, like. And yes, the butt is important, chat. The butt is so important. You have no idea how much those cheeks wave in hands, how much these cheeks matter to the story of Overwatch, okay? Like, they do. I've also seen this woman taking mad cock.
Oh, the amount of Futa Dom R34 I have seen of Widowmaker.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of that one, too.
Everyone used.
I'm sad that she murked her husband, but, like, overall, though, I do love Widowmaker quite a bit. I like both skins. It's kind of hard to choose. I will say I like the vibes from the original more than the new one, but the new one is great. The new one is really good. I'm not going to say it's not, because it is. But in terms of, like, raw sex, it's the old one for me. Oh! Oh! Gay! We had to pan that all the way up the back, chat.
A single death can change everything.
I've never heard her. She speaks with a French accent. Oh my god, my heart.
Better to be lucky and good.
Wait, what? She has that heavy a French accent? Oh.
Désolé.
Oh my god. You thought they would all be English? I forgot that they're different nationalities, and I thought it was just gonna be like an American accent, and I was like, oh, that's fine, but like
You
aggressively
will be your
French?
own gravestone.
Dude, I love her.
Joyeux Noël.
Stop speaking sexy baguette in my ear!
You're a joke.
Yes, I am, mommy! Oh! Okay. Honestly? Would, like... Mama. Oh my god, yes, give me that angle, mommy. I don't care if you fucking kick me in the face.
Justice reigns from above.
Yeah,
there we go.
Oh, Pharah, can I say something about, like, the women of Overwatch? Too long, we were buried in games that was pure sausage. Before Overwatch, games like this was like all men. Yes, TF2, I'm talking about you.
What?
It was all dude, no booba. And Overwatch was like, why not booba? Do you guys have any idea how much money you make if you put women into things? Do you have any idea how much people enjoy watching women doing anything ever? Blizzard, for all of their fucking milky stealing, was fucking smart in putting a fuck ton of women in their game. And not just a fuck ton of women, women from different countries. Women with different jobs, women with completely different aesthetics, and like, there is a lady for everybody in this game. Do you want high femme or a little bit on the not so feminine side? You got it. Beautiful faces, all of them, by the way. Pharah is like Egyptian beauty at its finest. Dark skin, really, really thick brows, the like fucking cat eye eyeliner, very, very subtle like brown shadow. She's in full armor, and I still find her to be one of the sexiest things I've ever seen in my life. Not only that, but her mother is in this game. So if you want gilfs, they're in here too, by the way. Like, she's just incredibly striking, and even though she's covered from head to toe, we are still taking some time to highlight that beauty, which we like. So let's see the full body. We're starting with Overwatch Classic, though. There's so much to like about Pharah's outfit. On the one hand, it reminds me of Samus Something Awful. It has, like, that power suit vibe. Very much Metroid-inspired to me. But it's also, like, very distinctly Egyptian in terms of the line work and the etching on the suit, right? So if you've ever seen old ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs or even old Egyptian jewelry, a lot of them use these fluted feather-like shapes in their jewelry, right? You see the beetles with wings, the Eye of Horus, all that jazz. And I think for Pharah, it was really cool to see a piece of armor, right? Very, very sci-fi armor that also has a nod to the heritage of the character. The color that she is wearing is reminiscent of lapis lazuli, which was a very precious gem in ancient Egyptian times. She's also wearing gold. The etchings and the patterns on the whole thing are very reminiscent of hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian artwork, but at the same time, they framed her body incredibly nicely. When she's wearing the helmet, it does deadass look like a bird, which is the vibe. And I like it because despite the fact that it's a full fucking suit of armor, you can still tell, even with the helmet on, that there's a woman in there. They do the thing that I said that you need to do if you're gonna make suits for, like, women, and you still want to be able to tell that there's a woman in there. If you don't want to hide the gender, because some people like to do that, you should play up the hips a little bit. And so Pharah's suit is actually fairly well fitted at the hips. She has a lot of room to move in there. It's not vacuum sealed to her body. Like, I remember when I was watching Darling in the Franxx, right? That the way that, like, the suits got put on was, like, they got, like, scanned on the characters and then, like, the spine was, like, attached to them. At least make something like Evangelion where you put on the plug suit and it's, like, baggy and then they, like, vacuum the air out of it. So I'm really happy to see that Pharah is wearing, like, a dead-ass robot suit That looks like it's functional. I love the shape play for this. The giant shoulders, the big hips, the way that, like, her body is so well accentuated. This design is incredibly top-heavy, by the way, as some tend to be. So the composition for this is an inverted triangle. You can even see it on our breastplate there. Pharah, and, like, the hair is really pretty because it's very clearly, like, a nod to the Egyptian roots. Super fucking cool. Her eye makeup is phenomenal. And I don't think that they changed a lot in the new Overwatch, so let's see it. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So we're still keeping the Egyptian colors, but we're adding a bit more contrast here. I like it. You wanna know why I like it? It makes her waist thinner. It makes her hips bigger. It accentuates the feminine features without changing a lot about the suits. There's a little bit less gold on this, which I think that there should be a little bit more of that pop of color, but I don't mind it, you know? The one thing I am sad to see go is the etchings on the armor. It's such a small detail, but it's such a neat touch. Those, like, straight lines, parallel lines, like, feathered edges, that the new one doesn't have. It feels, yeah, it feels more military. It doesn't feel as personalized to her. Like, this could probably be a generic model for a suit that you could wear. I do like what they did with the colors, though. The wings look much nicer in this. They have a lot more geometry, which I enjoy. And I do like what they did with the pauldrons. They look really sleek. Her hair accessories are gone, which is kind of sad. I did like them in the original. But it's not a bad redesign at all. The use of color is better, but we're lacking some of that Egyptian flair, which I think made the character very striking initially, you know? But yeah, I think out of the two skins, I do prefer the original just because of those little Egyptian motifs that she had going on.
Fun fact, Pharah is mixed ethnically with Egyptian and Native American.
Oh, is that why it's like such a clear hawk motif on the helmet? That's really cool, thank you. Oh, annihilated. So pretty.
I was wondering, what the heck is their Milky stealing, but then I remembered Blizzard's sin.
Yeah, I don't want to talk too much in detail about Blizzard's, like, fucking storied, dirty history, so I'm gonna refer to their controversy as the Milky stealing from now on. Oh, I love her. Almost every girly pop character in this game has a moment where they're, like, serving. Yeah, I'm sorry, the new skin is super cool, but, like, those Egyptian motifs etched all over the armor just felt so personalized. Why? Why is she bawling?
Stay on target.
Oh, her accent is also so sexy.
Your eye in the sky.
Why is it so sexy?
I learned that from my mother.
Yeah, I bet you did.
The Rocket Queen. Aerial superiority achieved.
But yeah, Pharah, super sexy. I appreciate this unit quite a bit.
I love the classic rock, like Hasselhoff.
Somehow I feel like this was Wave's main for like 12 years.
He was my main, but not by choice. Overwatch had an issue where they balanced the entire game, including casual, around competitive. So they added a role queue, and reduced the team size to 5, with only one tank role. And Rain was the only consistently reliable main tank.
So I love Reinhardt because he's like your quintessential tank unit, but he has such a cool fucking face. I love the beard. Side note, I love how they do the hair in Overwatch. Like, it's like very cartoony. It's not like super realistic. I enjoy that a lot. Like, I love it though because it's giving like Armored Santa. And I love Armored Santa! Jolly old man! I never knew he had a scar on his face like that. I mainly saw him from like far away. Does that make sense? Like, maybe the original design didn't show his face as much. I have no idea. Oh, that's why. I was like, chat, I don't think I've ever seen his face. Yeah, there's a good reason for that. Okay. I'm like taking the armor in bit by bit. That is so badass. I do like that the lion motif is always present. I like that it's like on his arm because that's usually what he holds up when he's shielding. Giant hammer. The shape language for this, it's really funny because it's very much square, but there's also a little bit of roundness to it. Like, he's still friend-shaped because he's supposed to be approachable, right? But, like, this is a great set of armor. Everything is segmented really well. This looks wearable. Gigantic, but wearable. He looks very obviously like a good guy. Like, giant paladin, giant defender, big protector, you know? I like that we went simple for the color on this and we kept it mostly silver. We just added some warm accents here and there. Because, like, a unit that's like this big, if you make them really brightly colored, they become an eyesore. So like having like a normal colored armor suits it pretty well. The weapon design is insane. Like, I love me a hammer with some thrusters, you know? I also like that he has, like, a thruster on his back to help with mobility, because that armor has to be heavy. It still looks like you could wear it, but I guess it would take, like, an hour to get into this. Also, there has to be some weird shit in there, because there's no way his arms are that big and his legs are that tiny. Like, we have cartoon proportions here, which is, like, very, very fun. Yeah, he's built like a space marine, exactly. They really cooked with the guys for Overwatch 2. I refuse to just call it Overwatch. You acknowledge your sins, Blizzard. Like, the Overwatch 2 design for Reinhardt, it feels a little less bulky at points, but the use of shape and color has improved dramatically. The yellow accents make the armor pop a lot more. It makes me pay more attention to the way it's segmented. I love the tusks on the bottom of the shoes. I love the lion on the breastplate and on the arm. I like that the hammer has a little bit more color. Like, again, it's still not burning my eyeballs out, which is great. But those little light yellow colors add so much to the character. It feels a lot more practical this time around. Like, there's still machinery in there, but, like, it feels a little bit more seamlessly integrated, if that makes sense. I also like that we can see his face. Like, I love the man bun, gorgeous beard, beautiful facial features, while still being a very manly man, you know? I do think that so far for the guys, I prefer Overwatch 2. They took, like, the base design and they improved upon it. They rounded out a lot of those really sharp edges that the OG used to have, so he's a little bit more friend-shaped now than what he used to be, which I like. But mainly, I like the lion iconography. I think it was missing a little bit more of that. It's very, very cool. And the yellow is a great pop of color without becoming too overwhelming. Also, it gives him a little more polish overall. It feels like the armor is new and he hasn't been using it for 30 years.
So basically, during the end of OW1, the meta strategy was 3 tanks, 3 healers, which was impossible to counter except with another 3 tanks and 3 healers.
Oh!
Which tanked, har, interest in competitive because it made matches boring and dull.
See, thanks so much for the super, that's super generous. See, that, like, I hate metagaming. When people have to, like, metagame so hard that it sucks the fun out of it, like, what's the point? Do you really need to win that badly? I don't like it, chat. I just think that people should just play game and have fun, you know? Dad! Jesus! Oh. Oh, that skull shattered, dead. No, that's like classic old man. You cannot have that much mobility with that much armor and at that age, old man. Oh no, his back. He's fine. Insanely cool. Oh!
Hey, salute you.
Where is he from?
Beer.
Germany. Oh! I wasn't gonna say it, but I was like, he sounds aggressively German. Like, bring me my sausage wench. I love how I know from some of these catchphrases from the memes.
Catchphrase!
Dad!
Heroes never die.
Ooh, we've all seen the meme of Mercy descending from the heavens, right? Like, if there was ever a healer unit that looked the part, it's this woman. Mama. Mercy has such a beautiful angular face. Great eyebrows, a stunningly huge blue eyes, very slim nose, very slim lips, a nice body also. But I love her face. Her face actually has not changed that much. I do think that her hair was not short before, though. But yeah, damn, Mercy is just such a beautiful character and has such a... I think for me, she has, like, the best theming in Overwatch. Just angelic nurse coming down from the heavens to kiss you on your boo-boo and send you on your way, you know? But let's see the Overwatch Classic. I love this woman. Like, she has, like, such a good fit. Like, it's so funny because, like, she's a healer unit, but she also looks like she's gonna charge into battle. But, like, can we talk about how well planned out her theming is? The headpiece that looks like a halo. The big, beautiful wings on the back. The fact that she has, like, feathered motifs on, like, her hips. This, like, half-skirt thing that looks like an angel descended from heaven. Like, it's mainly white, pure colors, and warm tones. Mercy also has a fucking fat ass. I'm sorry, like... How did I never notice how fucking fat this woman's batonki was? Chat, holy shit. I guess I didn't look at Mercy from the back, but, like... Her ult used to res everybody, but now it makes her fly. This is my main character. I had a witch skin. I lost buckets to this woman. Oh, Jesus. I mean, I can see why. She's stupid attractive. Also, note that the thing on her spine, it's miming that thing that you see in hospitals for doctors with, like, the snakes going around the staff. That's, like, very much a hospital thing that she has on her back, which I love. So, like, it very much, despite the fact that it doesn't have a lot of overt, like, ooh, nurse, it has a lot of healing energy, which I love seeing. Sure, the outfit might not be as well constructed on the front. I don't particularly love what they did with that white part of the suit, especially on the bottom. But overall, cohesively, it's a great fit. It's just so beautiful, and, like, her ass is so fat. This is one of, like, the best designs that Overwatch has, I think. Let's actually see the Overwatch 2 skin. Okay. I see where it's going. I like the vision. I will say I prefer the long hair, definitely. But can I just say something real quick? What is it with the Overwatch 2 designs and shrinking the very bombastic elements characters to have? Like, Mercy's halo was one of the most prominent things about the character in the OG, and now I can barely see it. It's so subtle, like, why? I very much like how they fixed the bodice, though. It's constructed a lot nicer. I like that we got rid of a lot of the black and replaced it with, like, very light gray. It's very reminiscent of the sun. The gold details are also very, very nice. But I will say that overall, I'm getting less healer and more warrior from this one. Probably because it's not as white as it used to be in terms of the color scheme. And also because the halo is so small that, like, angelic vibe is lost completely. For the women, I don't know what the plan was. I don't know what the plan was. Like, they look good. They still look good, but, like, I think that, like, core character design traits are kind of, like, lost in the sauce for some of them. And, like, that the staff on her back is gone. Like, you don't look like a doctor anymore. You just look like a Valkyrie. Well, how do you pronounce those? You know, fighting angels, whatever. Which is fine, but, like, she's a healer unit, you know? If anything, there's more of a sneak to that ass in this one. The ass is still huge, and we appreciate the hips on Mercy, mama. 10 out of 10. But, like, yeah, good skin, but I prefer the original, I will say.
While I love Mercy's design, I do wish we got the concept art version of a strong black man angel.
That would have been
Definitely
so
worth looking
dope,
up.
though. Like, I love the woman version, but, like, seeing a big, hulky black dude dressed as an angel would have been so fucking cool. Thank you.
To all who lost buckets, I hope you find them.
Never gonna
D.
find them again. Thank you. Isn't Mercy 39? She's, like, pushing 40. She's so good. She looks so good, though. I do think that, like, she has the most skins for a good reason. Like, the character is immensely popular. Again, I have seen this woman take cock in ways that are not in the Bible. Mother! She's so gorgeous. Also, like, I love how well empathized that... That has to be a Baywatch reference. That has to be for a swimsuit skin. I see the booba bouncing breastfully, like... Have you ever seen so much MILF energy condensed into, like, one character? I would not be surprised if people have not drawn this woman pregnant, like... Oh my god, she's doing the meme! It's Shaq. Oh?
Dance, Carmen.
What? Oh, she has
Your
an
Slug
Anne
is a
skin.
misnomer.
How many collabs does Overwatch have at this point?
I have my eye on you.
She's so pretty.
Are you quite done?
Oh,
Someone call the ambulance.
Claire Pritchett.
You should really get that looked at.
You're a doctor, my guy.
Second opinion.
Come get your armor.
I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm gonna try it once, and I'm sticking with it for the entire time. Tobjorn. That's it. That's the name. Aggressively both Viking and dwarf coded. Like, holy shit. The eye patch is everything. The braids on the beard are so fucking cool. I love the goggles. Why do you have goggles like that? You're already missing an eye. Who cares? Just put the other one in danger. Like, oh my god, I forgot he was tiny. I'm not gonna be mean, but like... The cartoony proportions here got a little bit out of hand. His torso disappeared. From an anatomy perspective, like as an artist, there is a severe anatomical flaw here with this outfit. He's a dwarf and he's dwarf coded, but even the best like dwarf designs don't give them armor that give them a pot belly, because if you erase that line, the waistline, it makes it really difficult to tell where the torso ends and the legs begin. So he just looks like a Goomba. I love how aggressively dwarf coded it is. I love the red armor. I love the robot arm like immensely. It's such a cool design from the get-go, but I see it from far away and I'm like, where do these legs start? Like, yeah, it's really, really funky proportions. Like, I want to see if maybe they fix the silhouette a little bit in Overwatch 2. Let's see it. It's better. It is better because I can tell where his legs are. With the OG, I couldn't see where his legs started, and with this one, at least I know, you know? A little less shiny. I like the braids. I like that we kind of like kept the look more cohesive with mainly the red being the standout color. Not much changed besides that though, but I do think that the Overwatch 2 design is nicer because his proportions don't look nearly as silly, you know? The OG one, it's laughably disproportionate. I'm sorry, like...
Mercy on my screen? I sleep. Tobjorn on my screen? Real shit.
Oh my god, chat, thank you. Torb has so many fucking kids. This looks like a man who fucks, chat. He really does. And that's the photo albums of like all of his children. Oh, sweetie. Yeah, he looks better in motion though. Is the child his turret?
Hear me, baby? Hold together.
I love him! What did you just drink, Grandpa? Jesus! Why aren't you drinking slag? Oh, Dad. Dad, Jesus Christ. So, does Torb have, like, quite the tolerance for hot weather, or what?
You should try my meatball.
What he tells to his wife when sloppy toppy. Oh, I killed my brother. I'm sad. Ugh. My brother's not dead at all, mind you. Like, the only thing I know about Hanzo is that he's a sad Japanese man. Bitch, baby. Wave is losing his shit already. Like, chat, why does he look so sad? I hate this guy so much. Why does nobody like Hanzo? It's giving sad supermodel. Like, sad blue steel.
Did you ever think that maybe there's more to life than being really, really, really ridiculously good looking?
He has like a Romance of the Three Kingdoms face, if that makes sense. Like, and I mean that as a compliment. No one likes seeing Hanzo in game, either on your team or the enemy team. Is he that bad? He's annoying. Okay, so let's see the full body. Oh. Cover them up, slut! Sad, but the titties out. Sad nipple. I love this outfit though, because it's like Japanese archer, kind of oni-coded. I love the patterns on the pants. I love the leg armor being like reminiscent of old school ninja armor as well. The fact that like the tipple is out is pretty cool, and like it's like the other sleeve is tucked into his obi. Metallic gourd for like your booze, your sad booze because you killed your brother, even though you can hear your voice. The cool arrow quiver, like it's a very nice use of color as well, mainly dark, very lightning colors. Nice little pop of blue and yellow there, very, very beautiful. The tattoo is fucking baller. And yeah, a great use of patterns, and the silhouette is very much distinctly Japanese. I like it a lot. Fucking cool design for the bow as well, mind you. Now, let's see what they did for Overwatch 2. He did cover them up, slut. Okay, in this one, I'm gonna have to say it from the get-go. I prefer the original. I feel like we westernized this outfit a little bit too much. It's kind of like with Pharah, they got rid of a lot of the Egyptian things. While this is still very much Japanese, they kind of got rid of, like, the warrior archer Romance of the Three Kingdoms vibe. When it comes to textiles in Japan, right, patterns are a huge part of the culture. Like, so much so that you go to different prefectures and they each have, like, their own way of making textiles and making patterns. So getting rid of most of those already takes away a lot from, like, the character's Japanese heritage. The silhouette is still good, but it's missing that touch of vibrance and that touch of pattern and that touch of, like, actual, like, Japanese ethnicity to the character, you know? Also, underneath, they just put a military bodysuit. They did kind of MCU-fy this. Like, patterns and textiles are integral to Japanese culture, and I love that they left that in the original. The yellow was such a vibrant, cool pop of color with, like, the silk. The blue highlighted it masterfully. It looks like lightning. It's like a beautiful brewing storm of sadness and nipple. Yeah, and there's no more gourd. So, like, again, those traditional Japanese elements, like, disappeared.
Original Overwatch tank mains still have flashbacks over Hanzo's scatter arrow.
Oh no.
Simple geometry.
People don't like him because he attracts the type of players who ignore the objectives to show off.
Oh!
Only to overestimate their skills and die over and over.
Okay, like the show-off players, I get it.
The issue I have with OW2 designs is it suffers from sequelitis. It's a new game, so everyone needs to be redesigned when some were perfect before.
Yeah, like, I do firmly believe that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I think that Overwatch definitely had that going.
The OG version felt like a fantasy archer in a futuristic setting, which made him stand out.
Yeah,
OW2
his design stood
makes
out a
him
lot.
Look like someone thought that was a flaw and got scared.
Yeah, I definitely felt like they were a little bit insecure that he would not be fitting into, like, the archetypes of Overwatch 2, so they got rid of it. I prefer the classic skin, I think. When I was working on the 2.0 for Lily, my design changes were very minimal. I didn't really touch my outfit at all. Because, like, I like what I started with, and I don't want to change it. And I think that the same could be said for characters like Hanzo or, like, Tracer. He's so sad! It's like he's always, like, scowling. He looks miserable. It's like my dog that always looks sad no matter the situation. Blue Steel!
You do not want to rouse the dragon.
I do love his voice lines, though.
Just so.
If he pronounces
Shot
the
to
L's
the
like
heart.
L's, I'm leaving. I need real life.
Real life is not like
No!
the stories our fathers.
Did someone say peanut butter?
Monkey, 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 monkey. Monkey noises. Wave, add monkey noises. We're done. Like, my first thought when I was, like, first interacting with, like, Overwatch, and I saw, like, the cinematics, and I saw the fucking, monkey, I was like, this is Disney as shit. Because, like, the art style is very Disney, and then I saw the talking monkey, and I was like, oh? But, like, what can I say about Winston except it's a gorilla, mama? What do you want? With the little glasses. He's friends with Tracer, right? And I do remember that. Hubby told me once that in his ultimate, he thinks that he literally chimps out. Is that true? He's like a scientifically uplifted ape. Got it. We made him smart like in Planet of the Apes. The first Overwatch. For what Winston is, which is a monkey in a suit, they did a great job. You know, it's kind of giving like when I put a sweater on my dog and she looks kind of chunky and weird. I like it though because it's not super armored. Like, gorillas are strong as fuck, you guys. For an animal that doesn't particularly eat a lot of meat, they're mostly herbivores. Like, they have an insane fucking build. Like, super top heavy. It's all like fucking sheer strength on top. So the fact that the armor that he has on top is actually really fitting to the musculature of Monkey. I also like that he has like the wingy things on the back to aid mobility because monkeys can move pretty quickly, but not as quickly as a person in certain cases because they have really stubby legs. I like that we preserve the monkey anatomy. I love the colors. I love that he's like wearing gloves on his little gorilla hands. I love the helmet. I like the fact that he has glasses because it humanizes the character a lot more. Like, without the glasses, he might just look like a gorilla in armor that someone put it in as a joke at a party, you know? And then it rips everybody's faces off. But with like the glasses, his stare looks a lot more focused, which I like quite a bit. Nice use of little yellow accents. Great use of like shape language that's mostly square, but still friend-shaped. Overwatch Classic Winston looks pretty good. Let's see what they did for Overwatch 2. Did they do... They did do some things. They've reduced the armor significantly, which I don't like because it really rounds out the silhouette and I think we needed to, like, keep the square. I do like the construction of the outfit and I like the spine on the back quite a bit. I think that looks really cool. And I also like that we replaced the yellow with orange. It's a lot softer, looks a lot nicer with that color scheme. Wings on the back look like they have a little bit more definition as well. My one nitpick is the fact that the square silhouette is not as well preserved. They tried though, because they did make the shoulders wider, so I have to give them that much. And he still has his glasses, so he looks pretty good overall. I also like that they added a little bit more green to the party, which makes it more cohesive as a color scheme. I would say that for this one, I do prefer the Overwatch 2 one, because the color work is a lot nicer. And the shapes for the armor, at least like on the wings and on the spine, are a lot cooler than the OG. Still very much distinctly looks like a monkey, because it's a monkey with glasses. What do you want? For the men so far, Overwatch 2 has beaten the OG skins, I think. Minus Hanzo, because the sad nipple is iconic.
I was challenged to write a smut FIC of Winston x Hanzo years ago.
Oh no.
I called it Sharp Arrow, Big Banana.
No, stop! Was that Wave, by the way?
Experience tranquility.
Oh. You get a triangle because you literally have the most badass Zenyatta is literally a masterclass in character design. This is two concepts that are married together so seamlessly, so flawlessly, so fucking beautifully that I've never played Overwatch and I wanted to learn more about this character, okay? I just really like how they incorporated all the monk elements to this character. For his face, I don't have a ton to say. I like how peaceful he looks. I like the little ooh sad mouth with like the gold on the bottom. Like, it's a robot, but the way that, like, his facial features are, like, fucking stapled on kind of looks like droopy, sad old man face. Now, the classic look for Overwatch, I do think, was a phenomenal peak, right? Because it's a robot that has been enlightened. So, you'd think that those two concepts would not work well together, but it's masterfully done. The way that we use predominantly round shapes, but we still kept the body angular because he's supposed to look like a skinny monk. The fact that we're using actual human clothing that very much fits the vibe. We have like the big rope belt, we have some rags, we have some symbols and some beads, and like the beads around his neck, monks wear prayer beads like that. I used to have a friend that had prayer beads like that, like stone, they like, and wooden ones, they were huge. And Zenyatta has them floating around his neck. Not only does that tie to the monk aesthetic, but it also brings it back around to the robot thing, which is fucking phenomenal. He's also wearing sandals, despite the fact that he doesn't need them. It's just such a neat character design detail that, like, the wires that come from his body are also wrapped around his waist. Everything is integrated near seamlessly. And it goes so fucking hard. I think character design-wise, Zenyatta mogged everybody in Overwatch. I'm sorry. This is my favorite design in this game by far. Just from, like, the pure theme and aesthetics alone. And now let's see what they did for Overwatch 2. Okay, now, I don't at all dislike this, because I do think that the beads look much better with that golden blue accent. It ties to his face. I kind of prefer his pants being a little bit more raggedy and torn, because that fit with, like, the skinny monk aesthetic. However, they've made a lot more use of the wires around his body, so, like, the clothes don't just look human now, they do look distinctly very robotic, which I do enjoy. He looks like a fancier monk. We've gone full barefoot, like grippers, robot grippers. It's a really, really solid color scheme overall. It's just, he looks fancier. I like the gold on him as well. So, like, he went from, like, normal monk to, like, almost, like, Buddhist leader, right? He, like, evolved. It's like an ascended skin in a gacha. And it fits him so well. I still do think that Zenyatta in both designs mogs the shit out of everybody in Overwatch. I'm really sorry. It's so fucking cool. And yeah, like, again, the coolest design element, the focal point for this character is his face and the beats. And it's just so well realized. I will give the character designers over at Blizzard mad props for Zenyatta from the rest of my days, because you married two concepts that had no business going together this well. And you did it so nicely.
A very fun part, there is also another Omnic monk named Mandata, which makes it a reference to an album by the band The Police.
Oh.
Also, when they ask for what he was before a monk, he gives multiple answers.
Well, yeah, he probably doesn't want to give anything away. Thank you.
Of course, Lily likes the one who plays with his ball.
Yeah, I do. Oh my god, thank you. Dude, like, fucking look at that shit. It goes incredibly hard, because, like, oh my god! You know, he reminds me of, like, Chairman Netero from Hunter x Hunter, like, ridiculously so. I think it's, like, the monk aesthetic. Oh my god. It's character design mastery, chat. Beautiful. Jesus fucking... Yeah, buddy! I would that robot. I would that robot, chat. I've said it. I would that robot. Like, the use of the prayer beads as weapon is lit. Beautiful. Is that a Marvel thing? Yeah. Back before they had beef.
He has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. That has to be an Avatar reference. Absolutely.
We are in harmony.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Existence is mysterious. How disappointing.
Robot Daddy! He would not fuck you, though, celibate. I know! It's so sad. I'll admire him from a distance and respect what he wants to do with his body. Oh, the boy. The boy! Wait, what? Why do you have a baseball cap now? Really, Blizzard? This is the best we could do? It's Malibu Stacy with a new hat, because it's cooler. I like Bastion without, like... I love his cinematic. It made me really sad. But, like, his design has always been baller, one of the really cool robot units in this game. Let's see the full body, though, before the hat sends me into orbit. Like, okay, like, this is so good. He looks worn down, like he's been in nature for a while. He has his little birdie friend. No, what the fuck? Overwatch! I am making content! I am making shit that is gonna make people reinstall your game because you stole Milkies! I am doing you a fucking favor! What do you mean disconnected me because of activity? I'm sorry, that got my goat. That made me really mad. Marvel Rivals has never once fucking kicked me from the game for looking at the heroes, okay? Like, he looked worn down, looked like he'd been in nature for a while. Like, the color scheme was very much, like, camouflage coated. It's not just all robotic. Like, the soft oranges and, like, light metallic greens were beautiful. The shape language was, like, distinctly squared with a little bit of more of a rounded edge to it, so it's kind of friend-shaped, but not really. He didn't seem intimidating, but he didn't seem friendly either. The friend-shaped he has is his bird. It's a really solid robot design. I'm not a robot designer, and the ones I do like tend to be more organically, like, human-shaped for reasons, but I do like Bastion's design. And let's see the new one. What happened? I don't like it. Let me explain to you guys why I don't like it. First of all, they destroyed the silhouette. The squared shape language, gone completely. Now it's like halfway square, halfway not in a weird way. Second, the wear and tear was part of what made the unit so charming, because it reminds you of, like, the fucking Laputa Castle and the Sky Robots. So it was really, really sweet, and it also showed that, like, he connected with nature, so he doesn't want to go back to his robot roots. Third, the color scheme was really, really cohesive. The pops of orange were really beautiful, and now this feels like it's segmented, like it's like building blocks for children. The top bar doesn't look connected to the bottom half at all, and in the original it does, look. The sense of cohesion has disappeared completely. And then, for no good reason, they gave it, like, the douchebag baseball hat. Like, why?
La puta.
But friend-shaped, he's less friend-shaped to me now because his silhouette is just disjointed. Thankfully, we didn't touch the bird. Tobjorn gave it to him, that's the one detail that's good. I don't care who the fuck gave it to him, it ruins the design. Lore-wise, you can do whatever you want, but, like, from a character designer perspective, it just does not look good. He's, like, mid-rebuild. I hope that if they do finish this rebuild someday, they bring back the OG silhouette, because it's just not it for Lily Mama. I don't like it.
The baseball cap is a gift from Torbjorn. He's currently living with the Lindholms after Torb got over his mistrust of Bastion.
See, that's nice and all, but it looks super long and weird. A baby! A baby! Oh, Bastion, no. He doesn't care! Friend-shaped! It just fits so much nicer with the old skin. You don't seem to have... Do you have voice lines at all? Ah! He has beep boobs! That's so cute! Happy binary noises. That's adorable. He's like the cutest character in Overwatch.
Welcome to my reality.
Oh, Symmetra. Like, dude, the Indian vibes with her are unmatched. She's serving so much. She has a great face. Like, I adore her eyebrows. I love her nose to bits. And, like, her skin color is to die for beautiful. Hair is stunning as well. It's one of those characters that, like, you can tell where they're from at a glance. Like, but it's not done in a way that I would feel like it's a racist caricature. You can just tell that she's Indian and that's it. It's done very tastefully. Let me see the original skin, though. Okay, but, like, why was the original one giving so much? Why is the OG making full use of that adorably beautiful skin tone? Oh, dude, like, it's funny, like, small penis hand sign. Oh! She's serving. Dude, the fucking booty, Jesus Christ. This one, like, it's funny because her face is very Indian, but the outfit really isn't. Like, the outfit is more like a sexy Halloween costume, but I like it, though. I love the headdress so much. I like that, like, it emulates old school Indian jewelry. The color scheme is beautiful. The robot arm is super cool, like... Also, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't she, like, dead-ass autistic? Like, they've said this before, right? I adore her skin tone so much. You have no idea how beautiful that color, and like against that shade of like baby blue, it's so gorgeous. Artists ship her with Junkrat. Why? But yeah, it's a great design, but I think it is missing a little something. So let's see what they did for Overwatch 2. Yeah, this is one of the rare cases that I think that the Overwatch 2 skin is leagues better than the original. Because in this one, the Indian heritage shines a lot more through than the original. Like, in the original, she was wearing a dress that was, like, with slits down the side and, like, the thigh-high socks. Traditional Indian clothing, like saris and whatnot, they tend to be way more ornamented than what she was wearing. In this one, the blue fabric looks like a sari on top. It's also very nicely ornamented. It has a really beautiful pattern. There's a lot of gold. Her jewelry is more striking on her neck and on her visor. Her actual gun is tipped in gold. There's like a lot more cohesion to the bottom part of her outfit. Like, I like the thigh highs, don't get me wrong, but I do think that the bodysuit underneath really suits her. The OG felt generic. This one feels more her. Does that make sense? The little white bits of armor matched with like the robot arms and guns. That was missing on the bottom of her outfit, I think, in the first one. So I love what they did for the second game. I also really like that we gave the robot arm bangles. If you guys don't know this, for Indian women, bangles and bracelets are like a huge part of like what they like to wear to accessorize. One of the most amazing things about the aesthetics of the Indian culture is just how ornamented and how elaborate their design work tends to be. And I do think that for this character specifically, she needed that ornamentation, so they did a really good job with it. I prefer the Overwatch 2.
Canonical positive autism rep.
Okay, yeah, so she actually is autistic. Thank you.
Shooter people complained so much about her being zero skill that she got nerfed bad back in the day.
Oh, was she one of the characters that got hit by like a massive nerf? Okay.
She had the most drastic gameplay changes throughout the game's history. Her entire kit, weapon, and ultimate has changed multiple times over the years since they didn't know what to do with her.
Yeah, it looks like one of those characters that they don't know what to do with. Thank you.
She's a corpo, has autism, and is corpo coded in the worst way possible.
Oh no.
Her boss, Domina, got added recently. I think you'll like her, Lily.
Yeah, that one we're gonna have to see in another stream. We're gonna have to do like 2 or 3 streams for this.
Symmetra does seem like a I can fix him woman.
A little bit, yeah. God, she's so pretty. There's something almost like celestial with the way that she works with shapes. She's an architect. Oh, that explains a lot. God, I love her face.
Such a lack of imagination.
Oh, I love her accent.
Let us discuss your failures.
That is such a good accent. Like, it's done in such a nice way. Please tell me that the VA is actually Indian. Because, like, it doesn't feel like Apu, but she doesn't sound American either.
So dramatic.
Oh, I love that accent. Oh, that's so sexy.
What interesting ways your mind works.
She said that's what an autistic person says to a neurotypical.
If I can think it, I can create it.
I love her to bits,
Everything
Jesus.
by design.
I actually had never heard a lot of these characters' voices, so I'm very happy to hear them now.
Are you in need of personal training?
Muscle Mommy Rep! Zarya, I love. Pink Thing, first of all, like, she has such a fun design. And this is, like, for me, one of the best ways to showcase a woman that's, like, a little bit stronger. Like, she's rough around the edges, but look at that face. The face is so feminine. So beautiful. Like, hell, she's even wearing makeup. Even though she has a scar, like, it does not detract at all from the beauty of the character. And this is a face that, like, this is very chiseled. A lot of people would say that this face is manly. I disagree completely. The face shape might be square, but the features are very soft. Like, she has very soft arched brows, really big eyes. She has really nice lips. The nose is actually kind of upturned. Like, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous face. Despite the fact that this is a character that a lot of people would consider to be very masculine coded, I do think that it's a good rep for a muscly woman. I do think so. Let's see the full body. Okay, I will say that the classic one for me is already a winner, because the armor that she's wearing highlights her body incredibly well. It slims her waist down just a little bit while still not ignoring the musculature. Her arms are almost completely bare. You can see, like, the gloves that have, like, the bit of machinery on them. Pink nail polish, by the way. Feminine. Very feminine. Her hips look pretty nice because the pants are very bottom heavy, so her having very wide shoulders gets balanced out by the outfit being very bottom heavy on the lower half on the pants, right? The shade of pink on her hair, vile. I love it. It's so fucking annoying. It's assaulting my eyeballs, but I love it to bits, okay? And I actually do like it short. I think it suits the character. Definitely very, very fun color scheme. That blue pops against that pink really, really fucking well. The black is a nice touch. Most of the accents being like in a kind of like burnished bronze really do look really nice with the pink. Tattoos are gorgeous as well. I do think that the OG one highlighted like a very confident and strong type of sexuality for a woman that like most people would kind of overlook because she's so strong. People would just immediately like write her off as mannish. I disagree. She's incredibly feminine, like even down to the posing. Now let's see what they did for Overwatch 2. I don't dislike it. Let me tell you that much. But the silhouette has been nerfed and the ponytail does not help her. I think the short hair was a must. Also, we've lost so much color. Why? Not to mention, she has a constitutional right to bare arms. Why are they covered? I don't like the muscle t-shirt. I like that we kept the pink nail polish. And I like that the outfit's still bottom heavy, so the silhouette is mostly preserved. But I don't like the colors for this at all. And I also don't like that it kind of like bulked out her waist more than what it should be, so she doesn't look as like refined body-wise. It's very pretty, but I do think that this is the stronger look. Yeah, get rid of the shoulder pads. Bare arms looks better. Like, she looks a little bit more like corporate military in the Overwatch 2 one, and in the Overwatch 1, she looks like she's kind of like doing her own thing. And there's just a lot, it just has a lot more personality in the OG one. So I think I prefer the OG one.
Zarya, the strongest woman on Earth. She used to be an Olympic bodybuilder and weightlifting champion,
she looks
but retired to enlist in the military during the Omnic crisis. Fun fact, she ripped her gun off a war mech.
Yeah, of course she did. I don't want to be strong like man who is pretty. I want to be strong like bitch that fights bears in forest. That's literally this character.
My secret? Sit-ups and push-ups and plenty of juice.
I love her. I love her so much. The accents make this game like 20 times better. I'm sorry.
Глаза боятся, а руки делают.
Oh, stop.
You have failed your team.
Oh, shit.
I can bench more than you.
You can bench me, woman. You could pick me up and like yeet me over your head and I would not complain.
I will break you.
Thank you. It's high noon!
It's 2 in the morning.
Like, okay, I know that this character's name is Cassidy now, but I still remember them by McCree. But like, now that I know about the Milky Crisis, gonna go, yeah, Cassidy, aggressively cowboy-coated. I love the cigar. The cowboy hat with the bullets is so fucking stupid. It's a vibe. Never name OCs after real-life people. Yeah, because you never know when someone's gonna be problematic, mama. He looks great, though. I love the aggressive cowboy vibes he has. His face looks so scrunkly. An Overwatch classic, aggressive cowboy vibes. He has, like, assless chaps. Badass motherfucker on the belt, because obviously the bullets, the low-key cowboy boots. But I also like that he does have some sci-fi in here. This is what Highguard tried to do and failed spectacularly, mind you. He has like armor plating on his torso, and he also has like a robot arm, I think. And like the kneecap is pretty fucking cool. Not to mention the gun is fairly modern as well. The color scheme is nice and warm. Very much appreciated. I like his poncho cape thing. I think it really, really, really suit him. I also like that it's kind of like destroyed, right? I also enjoy the fact that you can see where his like pant chaps thing fastened on his body. I love the spurs. Like, what can I say about Cass other than it's an aggressive cowboy design and I love it so much. Let's see what they did for 2. No. It's not bad, but I think that like getting rid of the aggressive cowboy vibes is a disservice to this character. He no longer looks like a vigilante sheriff, he just kind of looks like generic cowboy. I don't like the fake cowboy boots, the spurs are gone. The warmth in his color scheme did a lot for the character. He doesn't feel nearly as cocky anymore. Like, it feels a little bit edgier, and I don't like that. Again, it's not a bad design, but the silhouette suffers a little bit, and the vibes are no longer immaculate. They're just kind of there, you know? Without the hat, I would really struggle to see the cowboy, and that's not a good thing. It's high goon! Oh. Goodbye. See, that's so raw. Like, that's so fucking sexy, like... And then, like, the other one is just, hey, cowboy. See, like, Cassidy's just enjoying his coffee and Widowmaker served. Do we need the bird noise? I love the revolver. Aggressively American.
A man's gotta have rules.
I really like. Is this Matt Mercer, by the way? It has to be.
Oh, I'm exactly who you think I am.
And yeah, that was Cassidy. I think we're gonna have to leave it at that for tonight, though. So far, though, I would say that my taste skewers very heavily towards the OG Overwatch skins. The new ones are not bad, mind you. They're actually pretty decent, but some of them do strip the characters of their identity, and I don't love that. That being said, it was a neat blast from the past to kind of look at the old school Overwatch designs. And I just kind of remember what made this game so memorable. Games like these, chat, live and die on the characters. That's why the designs need to be that good. Otherwise, you're just playing a very generic game that's just like shooting guns at people, and you don't want that, right? So I think that Overwatch, there's a reason why it's so iconic. There is a reason why it's still very fondly remembered design-wise to this day. There's a reason why the for Overwatch still reigns supreme after all these years, okay? It's just because the characters are that iconic. But I want you guys to let me know, who's your favorite Overwatch character? Have I gotten to them yet? Yes, no? Let me know in the comments. Fight your demons. Did you ever play Overwatch? Do you still play? Do you prefer the old game or the new one? Let me know. I like to hear it. And don't forget that if you guys want to become like a goated fucking competitive player with anything and have so much energy, go try out Gamer Subs. It's absolutely delicious. Cheapest energy drink on the market. So many flavors and sugar-free. So if you're trying to kick soda, it's a great option. And they also have caffeine-free flavors if you're like me. And caffeine does not sit well for you with your tummy-tum, okay? Remember to use code KINKIMATION at checkout for 10% off your entire order. And the new V-card set is already out. So if you guys want to check that one out, do so as well.